Be ready today. And so this is the first snowfall, or lack thereof. And what I'm looking to do here is I'm looking to find a good camping spot. And so this is just a small little piece of woods, a small little patch of woods in the back of my house. It's a communal property, so the entire community owns it. Let's see what we have here. And so, as a high level preparedness for finding a spot, there are three things that I have been taught to and I've learned to look for when looking for a spot to camp or bug out. The three things are water, wind, and widowmakers. Water, wind, and widowmakers. And so let's look at the first thing that I see here. So we talk specifically about water. And so in this area here, there is a little creek. And this used to be, well, it's actually a natural creek, but the subdividers decided to, build it out a little bit. And so water, check. And hopefully we can make this water pure by filtration, and so we'll check that out as well in another video. But for all intents and purposes, water is taken care of. So in terms of wind, if you look at this, the landscape here, going down toward the other set of woods out back over here, there's a lot of brush, and so chances are I can find a really good spot to help with sustaining during a windy and cold day. So wind, I guess you can say check. Now the biggest thing back here that I'm concerned about are what they call in the camping and prepping community widowmakers. So if you can see all of that brush down there that has fallen, no one has actually knocked that down. It's all wind. It's all leaning trees and limbs. So take a look at this one here. If you look at that large limb back there, this right here is, let me see if I can show you this one right, where is it? In the camera. This big one right back there is a significant widowmaker. That thing would be able to kill you. And a lot of these branches would be able to really cause your demise. Let's take a look at these branches a little closer here. So I gotta look up first. Lord protect me. Let me see here. So imagine if you had your campground, or if you had your tent under this stick here. Yeah, that would actually cause some significant damage to your tent and potentially you. This is called, again, a widowmaker. The widowmakers are very, very important because you just never know when the weight is going to shift and cause that tree to come down. It's really, really something that you have to consider while finding a place to bug out and campground. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little walk and see if we can find a nice little spot. Baby girl, come. So let's do it. Whoa. So this looks like a pine. Yeah, this is a pine. Look at the cones. Oops. Look at the pines. And so I might come back here and see if I can get some fat wood from this thing. But I'm glad I wasn't camping under this or practicing my bug out. I don't know about this place. There are way too many down trees here. I really don't know. I mean, take a look at this. Now, if it weren't for the down trees, I would think that this would be a good spot, but look at all of these widowmakers. Wow. It's going to be really challenging, in my opinion, trying to find somewhere to look to bug out, or camp for that matter, back here. But as an example, if I had to do it and there was no choice, you'd have to make do with where you are and what you have. Come. Wait. With me. Wow. Boy. This was another spot that I was thinking about. Look at all of these down branches. My goodness. I don't know. What do you think about what I'm showing you here? Put a few comments about whether or not I should even try to use this as a bug out spot, or just a single day camping right near my house. I don't know. I'm like, oh boy. Looking at these trees, I mean, there's a few more well, more than a few. There are a significant amount of widowmakers here that have already come down, that are on their way down. That's my concern, because I'm good to go with the wind. I'm good to go with the water, I think. But it's just the real spot, the camping spot that's needed to make this happen. So let me know in the comments whether or not I should use this area as a proving ground to prove out survival skills with a centered focus on wind, water, and widowmakers. Go out if you can, go out in your area. Scout the local area. Find out whether or not there are places, ideal places or makeshift places, where you can potentially camp out or survive. So, take care. Be blessed.